It's strange to go back to work. I haven't worked since October 21st of last year when this horrible thing happened on the set of this film, and the accidental death of our cinematographer, Hutchins. I even still find that hard to say. But I went back to work today for the first time in 3.5 months. And, movies are nearly always the same, everybody's young.
Guys, call it Hollywood liberal privilege, okay? For why freaking Alec Baldwin is not in freaking jail right now. For real, let's just call it how it is. Hollywood liberal privilege. Because if this is anybody else, they would be in jail right now for the death of Helena Hutchins. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. It's been a while since I did a Alex Baldwin video, guys. But this guy is obviously out here on social media claiming that he's hurt by this. We're trying to find the reason why Hutchins was shot, why she was killed in the first place. Because this guy Alec Baldwin, a anti-gun activist, doesn't even know the basic shit about, the basic things about guns. So, Alec Baldwin was mad one day. He pointed the gun at the camera, but it was actually pointed at the cinematographer, Hutchins. He pulled the trigger and boom, it was loaded. He didn't even check the gun to see if it was safe or not. But guys, a lot of Alec Baldwin fans claiming that this is all the fault of the armorer that was in charge of making sure that the gun was safe. But even if you're told that a gun is safe, you should always be common sense knowledge will tell you to make sure you check the gun yourself. But apparently he didn't want to check it, even though he says guns should be taken away. Nobody should be owning guns. And this guy killed more people with a gun than I did. But let's go ahead and read this article from the Blaze Media about Alec Baldwin being sued by the family cinematographer for reckless conduct. Yeah. So this is from the Blaze, Blaze Media. Family of slain Rush cinematographer sues Alec Baldwin over producers. And other producers for reckless conduct. The family attorneys claim Baldwin bears a significant portion of the liability in Helena Hutchins' death. The family of Helena Hutchins, the cinematographer shot and killed during production of the movie Rush last year, filed a wrongful death lawsuit on Tuesday against Alec Baldwin and other producers for their involvement in the fatal shooting. Hutchins, 42, died on October 21st while preparing to film a scene at the Bonanza Creek Ranch near Santa Fe, New Mexico. The crew was recklessly lining up camera angles when an old-fashioned revolver held by Baldwin went off, sending a bullet through Hutchins' torso. The bullet would go on to strike the film's director, Joe Souza, as well before launching on the shoulder. Hutchins is survived by her husband, Matthew Hutchins, and the couple's 9-year-old son, Andros. In the lawsuit, the family accused Baldwin and others of reckless conduct and aggressive cost-cutting measures that endangered the crew and ultimately led to Hutchins' death. So, this guy says, Alec Baldwin keeps out here claiming we got to figure out what happened with Helena Hutchins. We got to find out how she died. We got to find out who really shot her, even though it was Baldwin who was holding the gun and pointed it at the cinematographer Hutchins. It was him who pointed the gun, but yeah, he's on social media claiming that it wasn't him that shot her, even though it was him that was holding the gun. And you would have the freaking Hollywood, these freaking Hollywood fanboys, Alec Baldwin fanboys out here claiming that Alec Baldwin did nothing wrong, even though it was him who pulled the trigger. But they would keep on sucking off to Alec Baldwin because they see Alec Baldwin as this holier than thou type person. Helena Hutchins deserved to live, and the defendants had the power to prevent her death if they had only held sacrosanct the duty to protect the safety of every individual on the set where firearms were present. Instead of cutting corners of city procedures where human lives were at stake, rushing to stay on schedule, and ignoring numerous complaints of safety violations, the lawsuit states, according to the New York Times. So they say, oh yeah, because freaking Alec Baldwin's previous crew quit because of how toxic Alec Baldwin was, and then he brought in this new crew who had no idea what the hell was going on. So it was like, so Alec Baldwin was like, yo, get to work. We gotta get this freaking movie going. And then a lot of the new crew was trying to figure out, hey, what am I supposed to do? Okay, I'm here, but how am I supposed to film this movie and actually try to get it right as from the previous crew? But they ignored a whole bunch of complaints, some safety violations, but Alec Baldwin still proceeded to film the movie even with all these violations coming out. So that's another red flag for Baldwin. In a news conference held in Los Angeles, California, after filing the suit, attorney Brian Parrish said the family is seeking substantial and fair compensation. Nolan Matthew lost his long-term wife, who was the love of his life, and his son has lost a mother. It is a young boy who would never have a mother, Pennis said, according to Yahoo News. We need to hold the people responsible that engaged in this cost-cutting and reckless behavior causing this senseless death. It should never have happened. Parrish would go on to say that many people are culpable in Hutchins' death, though he singled out Baldwin. Mr. Baldwin was the person holding this weapon. But for him shooting it, she would not have died. So clearly he has a significant portion of liability, but there are others, and that's what this case is going to be about. Alec had the gun in his hand. He shot it. Helena was killed. Penner said, the gun cannot fire unless the trigger is engaged and the hammer is back. And guys, what have a lot of us been saying this whole time? The gun didn't just go off by itself. Okay, Alec Baldwin obviously pulled the gun. So now the family of Hutchins, and this story was from February 15th. So Hutchins' family is suing Alec Baldwin, rightfully so, because it was him that pulled that trigger and shot Helena in the chest. Hopefully they I don't know how this case is gonna go. Alec Baldwin will most likely play the victim, saying like, yo, the armorer was in charge to making sure the gun was safe, but then again, he didn't take common sense gun safety to himself and just decided, yeah, I'm just trust this other person and not make sure it's safe, even though because I'm the one that's holding it right now. He's not gonna be like that. Doing this whole court case thing. If this case does go to trial, but Alec Baldwin is still out here claiming like he did nothing wrong. Let's really find out what happened to Helena Hutchins. But if he gets sued, I'm sorry. If he loses, great. He should be held accountable for what he did. But like I said, man, it's Hollywood liberal privilege. That's what this is. That he's not in jail right now. But guys, I'm just one opinion here. If you guys like I'm saying, subscribe, share this video, hit the notification bell. I will see you in the next one. Peace.